The Police was a British band formed in London 1977. The band consisted of Sting on vocals and bass, Andy Summers on guitar and Stuart Copeland on drums. The Police achieved significant commercial success and critical acclaim throughout the late 70s and early 80s with their unique blend of rock, reggae and new wave. Sting was playing bass in a jazz band called Last Exit when he met Stuart Copeland, who was the drummer for a progressive rock group called Curve Air. They met at a party where they discovered a common interest in reggae. Around the same time, Copeland's brother named Miles, who later became band's manager, introduced him to Andy Summers. Summers was an experienced guitarist who had played with a number of bands and artists, including The Animals and New Sedaka. Sting, Copeland and Summers began playing together and soon realized they had great musical chemistry. They officially formed The Police in 1977, and from there they began honing their sound and writing songs that would bring them international fame. The Police released their first album, titled Outlandos d'Amor, in 1978. This album featured tracks such as Can't Stand Losing You and So Lonely. Although the album did not have an immediate worldwide success, it received critical acclaim and laid the foundation for the band's success. Their first worldwide success came with the single Roxanne from the same album. Roxanne gained popularity over time and eventually became one of the Police's most recognizable and enduring songs. Following the release of their debut album, The Police experienced increasing success with each subsequent album. Regata de Blanc from 1979 featured hits such as Message in a Bottle and Walking on the Moon. It became their first album to reach number 1 on the British chart. Zeinata Mondata from 1980 performed the hits Don't Stand So Close to Me and Do 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 De Da Da Da. It won the Grammy Award for Best Rock Performance by a Duo or a Group with Vocals. Ghosting the Machine from 1981 includes singles such as Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic and Spirits in Material World, bringing a more experimental and polished song. Synchronicity from 1983 was the band's last studio album, became the group's most successful release and features hits such as Every Breath You Take, King of Pain and Wrap Around Your Finger. Synchronicity won multiple Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, and solidified the Police's legacy as one of the defining bands of the 80s. After the huge success of Synchronicity, the band was completing a decade and the rigor of constant touring and recording began to weigh on them. Exhaustion and friction were taking over the environment. The unprecedented success brought immense pressure on the band to maintain their commercial viability and artistic integrity. Ego certainly played a role in the Police's internal dynamics, as it does in many bands and creative partnerships. Apart from the fact that the three members were extra talented and virtuoso musicians, each had their own strengths, ambitions, and ideas about music. Reasons for disagreement and dispute. Sting, the lead singer, naturally drew the spotlight to himself. He began to establish himself more forcefully as the band's main songwriter. His growing confidence and desire for creative control would lead to clashes with Andy and Stuart, who also had strong opinions about the directions they would like to give the band. These internal tensions and Sting's desire to run his artistic life alone culminated in the decision to finish the band in 1986.
If I came to the studio with 12 songs, I wanted those 12 songs to be on the record.
It became more competitive and other things other than the quality of the material began to raise their, rear its ugly head.
I believed that that was the best thing for the band to do, is record my songs. And it wasn't as easy as those guys just sort of standing aside and letting me. I had to fight every step of the way.
I did feel towards the end that we were, becoming more of an accompanist to his song. One could gripe about that, I suppose, but the fact is that he actually came up with very good songs himself and he wrote great hits.
Ultimately, that was great material. I still like the songs he's writing. And I had a lot of fun and made a lot of money and creatively was involved in stuff that I'm very proud of as a result of songs that he wrote. And I don't think to this day that I never said at any time during that period, That's a great song. Thank you for writing that song.
However, they reunited for a world tour in 2007 and 8 to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their formation. So in total, the Police existed for about 9 years. Despite their relatively short time together as a band, the Police has left an unquestionable mark on the music industry and continue to be celebrated for their innovative sound and memorable songs. If you enjoyed this video and like this channel, subscribe, leave a like, give me a suggestion about what story you wanna hear so I can always improve and bring you new and better videos.